The countdown is nearly over for Kentucky's first SEC test of the season as Ole Miss arrives in Lexington. The Wildcats enter with momentum and, perhaps more importantly, some encouraging updates on the health front. Wednesday night's availability report listed DJ Waller and Humphrey-Grace as probable, two names that carry real weight for Kentucky's defensive depth. By Thursday, both remained on track to suit up, giving the Wildcats confidence that they'll have more of their secondary intact for a matchup that demands it. Aba Selm joined that same category after being upgraded from questionable, another positive step as Kentucky finalizes its roster. Having all three available would strengthen a unit preparing for an Ole Miss offense that, regardless of personnel losses, thrives on tempo and efficiency. Mark Stoops has leaned heavily on defensive stability to make Kentucky competitive in the SEC, and this week the health of his players feels like an advantage. On the other side, Ole Miss availability report brought less optimism. Offensive lineman Terez Davis and wide receiver Samari Reed, both previously listed as doubtful, were officially ruled out. Losing a blocker and a skill weapon against an SEC defense adds more strain on the Rebels' depth chart. Tight end Dae'Quan Wright, however, was removed from the injury list entirely, giving them at least one piece of good news as they head into a hostile environment. The matchup itself carries intrigue. Kentucky will test whether its defense, bolstered by returning playmakers, can contain the Rebels' high-pace approach. The Wildcats will also look to impose their own offensive rhythm, balancing their rushing attack with timely passing to keep Ole Miss off balance. Each side comes in with questions, Kentucky about sustaining execution against a conference foe, Ole Miss about adjusting without key contributors. In SEC football, availability reports often feel like game changers, and this week is no exception. Kentucky's encouraging trend lines contrast with Ole Miss setbacks, tilting the preparation narrative slightly toward the home team. Still, the Rebels are more than capable of spoiling a party, and Stoops' group knows that no edge on paper guarantees success on the field. Saturday will bring clarity. For Kentucky, it's an opportunity to prove they're ready to contend early in SEC play. For Ole Miss, it's a test of resilience against adversity. Both teams arrive with ambition, and both fan bases know that once the whistle blows in Lexington, all the speculation about who is probable, questionable, or out will give way to 60 minutes of football that matter most.